good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Everybody, and welcome to Tea Time. It is Monday, January 23rd. I'm so excited that, you're watching. As you could tell, it's a different set tonight, and I'm getting acclimated and feeling my way around. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my guests because, my hour goes fast. But first, Bobby's going to put up a pic of this fabulous show that I saw called Between Riverside and Crazy. Okay, it is phenomenal, fantastic. As you see by the pictures, I got to meet after the show Carmen, who kicked butt, Michael Rispoli, and Victor Almazar, and they were fantastic. The show is amazing. It's only running until February 12th. If you can get to the city and see the show, you need to see it. It makes you laugh. It makes you gasp. It shows, and it makes you feel all these emotions. Victor will be on the show. Michael Rispoli, he told me to call his agent, so I'm going to do that, and hopefully he'll come on the show. And Carmen, keeping my fingers crossed, this will be a major coup if I could get him sitting here with me. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Also, I also wanted to tell you that I'm going to be doing a comedy show on March 4th at Governor's Comedy Club, producing it with my girl, Kathy Arnold. It's going to be a great show. So get your tickets now. Govs.com, I think. It's in the Giggle Room. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. So let me talk about my weekend real quick. Friday, I was in the city working on Succession, which is on HBO Max. It was a long week. I was there all week, and Friday night I didn't get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a long shoot. I can't say anything about it. I signed a non-disclosure agreement, correct? And so I can't say anything. All I'm going to say is you people need to watch the season finale. That's all I'm saying. Saturday, Bobby's going to put up a pic. We had a little mini high school reunion. Benjamin N. Cardozo High School, class of 82 from Bayside. And that's a picture of all of us, and it was a little intimate. It was nice. It was great catching up with everyone. We're hoping to do it again in the spring and then make it like a yearly thing. It's just so nice to catch up with everyone. Good people, just good people. So shout out to my Dozo clan. And yesterday was laundry and football because we all need clean underwear. Okay, so let me get to my guest. She is an actor. She is a singer. She's amazing. We met a while ago, and I'm so thrilled. Dave Rebels, throw up that picture of Dave Rebels and Tanesha. Tanesha Gary is with me. That's the pic. And Dave, obviously, I've had on my show. He did my Valentine's Day show. Can you imagine? It's going to be almost a year already. I can't believe it. It blows my mind. So let me get to Tanesha. It's so nice to see you. We originally met at one of Dave's famous parties.
Absolutely.
And it was a lot of fun. It was great. Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. So, girl, you are originally from Mississippi?
Well, sort of.
Born there?
Born there. My dad was in the Air Force, so I was born at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Right.
I don't know it at all. Went straight from there, and I grew up in Detroit till I was like 5, and then moved to Chicago. So Chicago was my home.
Right.
Out of college, I went to Western Illinois
Yes,
University.
you did. I have it down.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Double major in theater and mass communication.
Yes.
I remember I came to New York, Teresa, because it was like the summertime. I didn't get a production of Dreamgirls. I was so sad. And I stayed with my aunt who lives in Jersey. I said, when you go to work, I'm going to go to New York and get this paper called The Backstage.
Right.
I went, I auditioned, I got the job. It was the summer. I'm like, but I don't live here. It was at Gateway Playhouse.
Wow.
I went to Gateway Playhouse. I did it. I went back. I graduated college.
Wow.
And then I decided, I met 2 guys from that production of Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
One from Ohio, one from Minnesota.
Yeah.
We all decided we were going to move to New York and have our own, apartment. Sight unseen. I was like, here's my money, here's my deposit. Wow. Once I finish school, I'm moving. So I moved like the next year to New York into a wonderful place.
I have 2 pics of you in a trio. Bobby,
Okay.
put up the first one, and then Tanesha, you could tell me what this is.
Okay.
We have 2 pics of the trio. Tell me what that was.
That is Dreamgirls!
There you go. That's
Now
the
look,
Dream Girl pic.
that's a different production. That's not the very first one
Okay,
I did.
okay.
But that one is with Gina Torres.
Yes.
Do you know Gina Torres?
I do not.
She is, oh my God, right now she's on 911, 911
Oh,
on that
okay,
television
okay,
show 911.
yes.
But she was on Suits with Meghan Markle, with the Queen, with the Duchess.
Wow.
What do we call her now? What is Meghan? Is she a duchess?
I don't know
She's
what
a
she is
madam.
now.
Anyway,
I don't know.
she's married
She's
to Prince
Harry's
Harry.
wife.
That was Gina. That was me, and that was another girl.
Show the next trio. That we might as well get there.
Oh my God!
That was
That
Little
is
Shop
that
of Horrors.
Little Shop.
Okay,
Yeah, with
thank
Carla.
you, Bobby. Yes,
Yeah,
I know you did Little
Carla
Shop
and
because
Judy.
you've been in so many
my God,
productions,
yeah.
and it's exciting because I started out in theater.
Really?
I'm a theater girl.
Okay.
I did Grease. I did Bye Bye Birdie. I did Once Upon a Mattress.
Oh my goodness.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love live. There's nothing like live theater.
Okay.
And getting that.
And you're still acting? I heard you talk about. I know you can't talk
I
about
am.
it.
No, I'm here for you.
But
It's about you.
as an actor, you did Succession.
I did Succession, but we're going to talk about
Okay,
that.
wait, never
We're
mind.
going to talk about that after the show.
Can't talk.
No. So listen. So first of all, your first love is singing. You actually started out in your church choir.
I did. At
a very young age.
Very young age. Like I said, even in grammar school, when I moved from Detroit to Chicago,
Yeah.
I went to a school called Holy Angels.
Okay.
And I was in a group called The Little Angels. Okay? It was our choir. We did the Super Bowl. We did, there's a place in Chicago called Merchandise Mart. We would sing there every year because we would always get a Christmas present. So I was like, I'm going. So every year our choir would go to Merchandise Mart. So I've always loved singing.
Yeah.
Always.
And
all
when
through
did
high
you know
school.
you had this God-given talent?
I think it was around that. I was around 5.
Yeah,
It was around
that
5
young.
years old that I knew I wanted to be an actor and a singer.
You knew you wanted to perform.
I wanted to perform.
Yeah.
Never wanted to be a dancer. My
Right.
sister loves dancing
Right.
and gymnastics.
Yeah.
Never wanted to be a dancer, even though I love watching
Well, there's a
people
little
dance.
choreography when you're doing something like Little Shop of
I'm
Horrors.
a really good mover. I would say I'm not a dancer, but I move well.
Right.
I move
That's
well.
good. No, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So so you were singing, and you actually, this blew my mind, because you actually had the opportunity to sing with gospel legend Mahalia Jackson.
Mahalia Jackson. I was probably 2 years old.
And as soon as I heard that name, I thought, the song Going Up Yonder came to my head right away.
Yes, it was when I was in grammar school. I was probably 2 or 3. I don't know. Maybe I was 4.
Oh my gosh.
But she, when we did those whole Merchandise Mart things,
Yeah.
she did one of our like Christmas specials or something. This was a very progressive school. The
Very.
school is still there, Holy Angels. Our school, as a matter of fact, they did like an after school special or some kind of made for television movie about the person who was our pastor, Father George Clemens. As a matter of fact, Malcolm Jamal Warner was in the thing. He played his son.
Okay.
This was a priest that adopted a child.
Wow.
This was a priest that we were so progressive. We had Queen of the Black community. She is strong. She will go on. She is Queen of the Black. And she wore this. I'm telling you, Teresa.
Oh
I was
gosh.
like, this is my life at 5. I love it. And I just
Isn't
knew.
it great?
I
My
knew.
mom put me on stage at 4 years old, tap dancing.
Tap dancing?
Yes, at 4.
Okay.
So I could feel you. I feel you. I
Shaving a
totally
haircut?
feel you. Oh my gosh, that's
Two
great.
bits. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, I mean to get to sing with, it's amazing. It's just amazing. But you also sang with Norm Lewis and the Bobby Lewis Ensemble at the American Store. Is it Songbook at Lincoln Center?
Jazz at Lincoln
Tell me
Center.
about that.
Well, I'm also in another choir called the Broadway Inspirational Voices. We are Grammy
Yes.
nominated,
Yes,
Tony
yes.
Award winning.
Yes.
Norm has been a part of that choir, but also he crosses over to my church choir, which is where Pastor Bobby, we have the Bobby Lewis Ensemble.
Right.
As it turns out, Pastor Bobby Lewis and Norm Lewis are actually cousins.
Well, I was going to say, are they related?
They're actually cousins.
I thought they were brothers, but okay.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
And so when Norm was doing his wonderful showcase at Lincoln Center, he
Right.
wanted us to be a part of it. And I've known Norm forever. I've known my pastor forever. So to meet those two things
Right.
together
But
was
how
phenomenal.
incredible to perform at Lincoln Center.
Fantastic.
I mean, come on.
It's right there in the, what do you call it? The circle?
Yeah.
Columbus Circle.
Yeah.
So you literally look outside, Teresa, and you're mesmerized because you can see all of Columbus Circle. You see the traffic going by, and you're in this beautiful place in the heart of New York City.
Right.
You
Yeah.
count your blessings.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I haven't been there since I'm a kid.
Okay.
A long
You
time.
gotta
I saw
go
the Magic
back.
Flute there many years ago. But yes, I'd love to go
And
back.
you're a native New Yorker, right?
I am, but I've never been to the Empire State Building. I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. I'm a bad New Yorker.
And you know what?
Bad.
Before pre 9/11,
Yeah.
my mom came to visit from Chicago and walked up all those stairs. What is it, like 75 stairs to get to the Crown?
God bless.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
if
Well, if you're gonna go, you might as well go all the way to the top.
Go to the top. But it was
Seriously.
pre 9/11, so
Yeah, a lot
it
of
was
things have
special.
changed,
I know.
and we're going to talk about those changes. We're actually going to talk about what you did during the pandemic.
Okay.
We're going to take my first break, so don't go away. We'll be right back after this with Tanesha.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Yes, that last commercial was you singing. You're actually going to be at the Argyle Theater Saturday, 8 o'clock, February 4th.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Go to argyletheater.com. But you Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin, the queen of soul.
I am so blessed. Dave Revels, that we know.
Yes, Dave's going to be performing there as well.
He's going to be performing as well with the Persuasions.
Yeah.
It's going to be a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
We have been working together as a family for so many years, and my background vocals are phenomenal. They are part of the Bobby Lewis Ensemble.
Isn't that nice?
So we're all from the same church, and it's a love fest.
It is.
When we get together, the audience will feel the love that we have, and it will spread out. It is a complete love fest.
That's great.
Absolutely.
No, it's great. So if you're not doing anything, Saturday the 4th, it makes a great pre-Valentine's gift,
That's
people.
it.
All right.
Even if you are doing something, reserve the nighttime to come see the show.
Yeah, definitely go. It's going to be a phenomenal show, really. So let's continue talking a little bit about. We mentioned COVID. A lot has changed since COVID, but during COVID, you actually started doing something. Which you're still continuing to do now.
I work with an organization called Concerts in Motion. It's a phenomenal organization. They started out to bring music to people who could not come to live shows.
Right.
People who might be in, in a center, a geriatric center, or a nursing home or whatever. And I just love it because people from all over the country, all over the world can tune in and see this wonderful thing.
And that's Fridays at 2 p.m.
Fridays at 2 p.m. I'm not the only person that does it. If you go on to concertsemotion.org, they offer an array of different music.
That's nice.
Genres from Motown to jazz to klezmer music, something for the youth.
That's nice.
So concertsemotion.org, even though, we're not necessarily talking about them, but they're a phenomenal organization. And it filled me with joy because, as we know, we were all shut down in our homes.
Yes.
But this is something I could do from my home and use the gifts that God has given me to bring joy to other people. And when I'm doing the concerts, it's usually on Friday, so I say happy Friday.
Friday.
Friday. And absolutely.
That's great. So you also performed again a lot of different places, but we have to talk about this big break you got while you were, I don't know, were you waitressing on roller skates or doing something, and some casting agent cast you in as a singing nurse in the movie Mr. Wonderful.
You have done your research.
Back in 1990. First of all, I love that movie. That's what Matt Dillon and Annabella Sciorra, who I actually met a couple of summers ago.
You guys could be cousins.
We probably can.
Yes, definitely.
And you were a singing nurse in the movie.
That is true.
And that's how you got your SAG card.
That is how I got my SAG card.
And this guy Todd. Hello.
Todd Thaler.
Yeah.
He and his brother Jordan Thaler, they're both casting directors. Todd does mostly film.
Right.
Jordan does stuff for the public theater, and it's so amazing. I was a singing nurse. That is how I got my SAG card.
That's amazing.
We had to sing "Say a Little Prayer for You," which is actually an Aretha song.
Yes.
You can go online and still see it. Can you imagine?
You can. It's it's a fun movie.
Look, all these years later, I still get residuals.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, they may only be $1.15.
Listen to me, girl. Talk about residuals. Hello. You went on to do. I'm skipping around now because you're mentioning different stuff. But you landed some commercials. You landed some really fun regional and national commercials, including, because I have them here, including Mr. Clean, which I love that one. That was funny. I think your name was Julie or Julie.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah.
And so you did Mr. Clean, you did TD Bank.
Yep.
You did Lending Tree. And Philly Cream Cheese was funny because you got to sing.
Oh, Philly Cream Cheese was the best.
That was great.
Because we got to do, it was a 10-day shoot in LA.
Wow.
They treated us like queens.
10 days for 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds.
See how it works, people? That's how it works.
When they did edit it, they made 3 commercials. So it was 1, 2, 3. There was like a whole magazine campaign. It was the best thing ever.
It was great. It was
Yeah.
cute. I watched your reel.
Heaven must be missing an
It was
angel.
great. It was great. And you're like, where is she?
Little sidebar. One of my angels was Carmit, who was from that group, Loosen Up My Buttons, Baby.
Oh yeah, that's
what
a
was
good
the name
song.
of that group?
I don't remember.
Those girls.
I don't remember.
Oh, I can't think of it right now. But anyway, Cartmeat was. Why can't I think? It was the cheer singer lady.
Oh God.
Oh,
I
I
don't know.
can't think of it. Okay,
I don't know.
It will come back to that.
But listen, talking about groups, you signed with Capitol Records.
Yes.
And you were in a girl pop group called the Earth Girls.
The Earth Girls.
And you had an album called Fully Equipped.
Yes.
And your single was titled Love of Mine.
Love of Mine.
And you got to perform it on Soul Train.
Yes, we did.
How much fun was that?
That was amazing.
Because I wanted to be on Soul Train and American Bandstand. I wanted to dance on both.
Teresa, it was so amazing. Not only did we have a fantastic time, and I think we were a little bit ahead of our times because we were out with like Brownstone and Faith Evans, and we do tours with those people.
Yeah.
But during a little bit before the pandemic, we got back together. We had like a little
Really?
reunion, not to sing or anything, just to have a reunion,
nice.
because our manager, Kevin Ryan, also does music for Beyonce. So
Hello.
yes. So for many years, and he met his wife actually, who was one of Beyonce's background singers. He met his wife that way, and and so as a matter of fact, when she was at, I think, Mohegan Sun, he was able to get us tickets, and we went to see her concert.
Nice.
Amazing. But yeah, we all got back together. Earth Girls, Love of Mine. You can still get the single. You
Really?
can still buy it. One of the best things ever.
Wow.
It was really amazing. Yeah.
So cool. Just
Yeah.
so cool. I mean, it just blows my mind. It's amazing where life takes you on
Yeah.
this crazy fickle industry.
It's been
You know.
charming, it's been such a charming life.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been so blessed
Yeah.
to travel.
Yeah, that's my word. That's my word. That's my word.
Travel, blessed.
That's my word.
Blessed and highly favored. Been so blessed to do so many things. But for that little girl at 5 years old
Yeah.
who wanted to be an actor and a singer, I have gotten to live my dreams every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Isn't that great?
It's amazing. The last time I did not do a creative job, the last time I had any kind of a job, if you will, and that was just helping to open the Disney store on Fifth Avenue. So it wasn't really, it was still a fun job. That was 1997. Since that time, I've been able to do just my craft.
That's amazing.
That is blessed.
It is. It's amazing. Not too many people could say that. You know,
Yeah.
they still have to have some kind of job with some kind of pension and some kind of medical benefits. So.
And I do have that because I'm in the union when I
Yes.
do commercials
Yes.
and that kind of
Yes.
thing. That is still Screen Actors Guild,
Yes.
Actors Equity Association.
Yes.
So you do work towards all those things,
Yes.
but it's in your own industry.
Yeah, no, I
So,
get it. I
yeah.
totally get it. There's just so much here to talk to you about. Before I get to the movie and TV, tell me about To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, I got
You
to
did that
play
in St.
Calpurnia.
Louis, yeah.
I got to play Calpurnia. It was a time where it was they were going to come back, they were going to do it on Broadway,
Right.
like the next year. So the estate of Harper Lee was shutting down a lot of regional productions.
Right.
Michael Brown had just been killed. And so with all the unrest in Ohio, that estate thought, we need that healing
Right.
for not only for the nation, but for our community.
Yeah.
And so they allowed us to still do that production. It was phenomenal. They introduced into Calpurnia. Calpurnia is she's the maid of
Yes,
the
yes.
family. For our production, they introduced a choir. So that they gave Calpurnia an extension of her community. And it was something that had never been done.
Wow.
It was a phenomenal production. I'm really proud of
Amazing.
it.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
You, like I said, you've done so much. We showed the pic of Little Shop of Horrors. You also did the piano lesson.
The piano lesson, yes, I got to play Beneatha. As a matter of fact, you were saying you just saw Riverside and Crazy. My husband and I went to see piano lesson yesterday.
Did
The one
you?
that's on Broadway with John
Okay,
David
okay.
and Samuel Jackson.
Yes,
Ow!
yes. I know.
If you can get,
I actually want to see that too.
it's closing next week.
It is.
If
I
you
know,
can
it's-
get to
everything's
see
closing
it,
so early.
it brought back so many. Danielle Brooks
Yeah.
played, my part,
Right,
Beneatha.
right.
It brought back so many memories. It's such a good. It's a universal story. August Wilson is just, to me, he was the Shakespeare of our time.
Yes.
And this is one of the plays in his canon of 10 plays. It is a story about a family with all of their trauma.
Did Fences?
He did, of course.
Fences. Yeah, he did Fences. Yes.
Two Trains Running.
Yes.
One of this play. There's so many. There's 10 in the canon. Radio Golf is one of them. But this particular play, it was the first time it was directed by a female, by LaTanya Richardson Jackson, who's Sam Jackson's wife.
Yes.
And LaTanya directed me in a piece, which you probably don't have, that was released some years ago. It was on HBO. It was called Hair Story. I don't think it ever had a major release, but it was about women and their hair.
Yes.
And LaTanya Richardson Jackson directed that. Wow. So to come full circle for her directorial debut on Broadway, amazing.
Well, listen, you have to also tell me about the musical Yo Alice.
Yo Alice!
Yes.
Oh my God!
Because you were overseas doing that for a year in Amsterdam.
It was directed by Maurice Hines.
Yes, and that's is that Gregory's?
That's
brother?
Gregory's brother.
Yes. My dream was to tap dance with Gregory before I died. And unfortunately, he passed.
You probably didn't pull that picture up, but there's a picture of myself with Maurice, with Gregory, because he came over.
I didn't see that one.
That's okay.
I would have pulled it. I didn't see that one.
That's all right. But Gregory came over to Amsterdam to see our show. And it was, the producers were a company called Joop van den Enden.
Yes.
When I was there in Amsterdam, because I don't speak Dutch, I speak a little bit. Goedemorgen, slaap lekker, wel trusten. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But there was a lot of programming for people who didn't speak Dutch that had all these things. And then years later, he brought all that programming to America. All those reality shows where people are like hitting each other or eating something. I saw that in Amsterdam. He opened a city for us called Showbiz City.
Right.
And we performed Yo Alice, which was a hip hop version of Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
Right.
I was part of the motorcycle with like the headlights.
So it was
and I was part
Wiz,
of the Wiz. It was kind of like the Wiz, the Red Queen.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
We have to take another break. Okay. This goes so fast, but don't go away because there's so much more to talk about with Tanesha. We'll be right back after this.
Wonder Woman was everything to little girls, especially that look like me. She stands for being a voice for people that need a voice. My organization renovates homes for people with disabilities. And when I come home, a self-care routine makes me feel my best. I'm very proud of the difference that we're making, and to see that impact in my community inspires me to work even harder for everyone around me.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I am with Tanesha Gary. She is an actor, she's a singer, incredible voice. She's going to be performing at the Argyle Theater on Saturday, February 4th at 8 o'clock, doing Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
Amazing.
I'm so blessed to, the word, we're going to use that again.
Hello.
Aretha, what an icon.
Yeah.
And to have this show in my lifetime, I'm just so very honored. Dave Revels.
Yes, Dave's going to be there.
David Backer.
Yes.
Those folks who are my family believed in me.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
When someone that's that's how I feel when someone contacts me to do a project or thinks of me
Yes.
or wants to work with me. It's so humbling.
It is
because
humbling.
It's like, wow, they appreciate me and I so appreciate them. And it's kind
Absolutely.
of like, it does become a family. You know, I have my Bat Boy family, and I have the Murdered by the Mob family, and I have all these different groups that I'm with, and you know, it's just it makes you feel good, and then you miss the
does.
people when you're not with them.
When
you
you're
know,
not. But this music, this iconic legend with this canon of music that
Yeah.
will live on forever, for them to have entrusted me with this, and I take it so seriously.
sure.
Because there's so many fans, there's
Yeah.
so many Aretha fans
Yeah.
that know her phrasing,
Oh, yeah.
that know just the nuances that
Yeah,
she
yeah,
does.
little
and we-
idiosyncrasies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though I'm Tanesha,
I get
you
it.
know, living through,
Right.
you will see so many things that will transport you.
Yeah.
And you will just leave there feeling joy.
That's great.
I'm just
No.
gonna say it.
That's great.
If you don't have your tickets, make sure you
Get them. I want to say a quick shout out. Hi, Ann and Mickey and Nancy and everyone watching the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, we're live. We're back live with Tanesha Gary. And just an amazing career, amazing things that you've done between your singing and your acting. And I want to get to some of your acting because you mentioned in 2004, actually, you were cast in your first Broadway show, which was the Tony-nominated musical Caroline or Change.
Caroline or Change, yes. It just came back to Broadway recently.
Really?
With the Oliver Award winner,
Okay.
Sharon Clark, who just closed. Did they close already? She was just doing Death of the Salesman on Broadway. But she portrayed Caroline in this latest one. I did it with Tanya Pinkins. I
Yes.
was part of the radio, who were like Motown girls that would come to life. We were the conscience
Nice.
of Caroline.
Yeah.
And Caroline or Change took place like in the 60s. So there's change. Dr. Martin Luther King was murdered. But also the little boy, Caroline is a maid, the little boy that she watches leaves change in his pocket.
Right.
So she wants to teach him a lesson. Don't leave change in your pocket when
Right.
people are starving.
Right.
So
Right.
it's change in
Yeah.
America, change in his
Yeah.
pocket. Caroline
Two
or
metaphors.
Change.
I love
Two
it.
metaphors.
I love it. So let's talk about your movie and acting career.
Okay.
Because I know I got some creds on IMDb myself, but I want yours. Like
Okay.
I want. My daughter said to me, "I don't care what you're on," because I'll tell her, "Oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that," and she goes, "Unless you're on Law and Order."
Oh.
I don't care. And I'm like, wow. So let's get to that.
Okay.
So in 2000, you were in Bamboozled.
Yes!
Which was
Spike
directed
Lee.
by Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Starring Damon Wayans, Tommy Davidson, Savon Glover, you know, and he's an incredible dancer, tap dancer, known, and Jada Pinkett Smith. How much fun was that? That is a very controversial movie to begin with.
It was a very controversial movie. I had always wanted to work with Spike Lee.
Yes.
So it was just an opportunity of a lifetime to
Yeah.
be a part
You
of
can't
that.
say no. You have to do
cannot
it.
say no.
You have to do it.
It was controversial.
Yes, very.
But I was glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
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 Awesome. All right, so in 2010, you do The Cycle, which is a short, and it's also an award-winning based true story by Roy Clovis.
Roy Clovis Jr.
Okay, and
Absolutely.
it was actually aired on HBO during Black History Month.
It did. This was it was the cycle, meaning the cycle of change that happens, but also very specifically, a bicycle.
Right.
My little daughter left her bicycle outside, and the neighborhood villains stole it. And so I'm running through the street saying, did anybody see my daughter? She left her bike right there. You had to see it. And then comes this wonderful woman who's like the patroller of the neighborhood, and they're like, we're gonna get that bike back. Towards the end of the play, end of the short, we do get her bike back.
Yeah.
But the lesson is, if you really love something, don't just leave it
No,
there.
that is
Don't
the
leave it
lesson.
to
You
be
have to really,
taken.
really, really
Yeah.
take care of it. 2016, you did Bull.
Yes, absolutely.
And Bobby's gonna throw. Bobby, you gotta throw up some picks because I know you did 2017. You did Law and Order SVU. You played Donna Harris.
Yes.
Bobby, just throw up some picks and then we're gonna go through what they are because you also wait 1 second, Bobby. Let me get the rest out and then we'll throw them up.
Okay.
In 2018, you did TBS, The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. You played a choir member.
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't too far of a stretch.
Solo choir member.
Choir member. And then 2019, 2020, you did the Bug Diaries, which is so cute. It's an animation.
Yes.
And you played Luca's mom.
I play Worm's mom.
A worm?
Worm.
They don't have that
But
down
you know
right
what?
then.
I play Wormy's mom, but at one point, because it's a voiceover, I did, for one of the episodes, play Lucas's mom,
All right,
too.
well, that's what they
So
have
that's
that down.
good.
Okay. In 2021, you did Blue Bloods. You played Detective Carrie Eubanks.
Yes.
And then 2022, which is now, you have a Power Trip, which is a podcast series, and that's a sci-fi thing. So Bobby's got to throw up some picks because I had kind of them in order, but
It's okay.
Bobby, you throw them up, and we'll just mention what they are. Oh, that's you and Joe.
That's Joe Scarborough.
Because you were a vocalist.
I'm
on
a vocalist.
MSNBC.
Yes. Well, he has a band. Joe Scarborough is also, he's a political person.
Yes, but he's
he's
a band.
a rocker.
Yes.
And he has a band. We're called the Independent Council of Funk.
That's great.
Council of Funk. And even though the pandemic has happened and we are not doing all the gigs that we used to do.
Yes.
And also he's kind of busy sometimes because,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that we're going to start maybe trying to get back together to work on some music.
good.
So we will see.
Good.
That is something for the future.
What's the next one, Bobby?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know we do. Oh, that's you performing.
Performing somewhere, somehow.
Okay. Oh, now you on The View.
I was on The View.
You on The View.
That's Sunny Hoffman.
That's Sunny.
And that was with Joe
And
Scarborough.
Joe's behind her, but Joe got cut out.
We got
Sorry,
to do
Joe.
The View, and we got to do The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yes. Okay, didn't see any pics on that.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is you
That
with
is
the VP
Kamala
of the
Harris.
United States. Hello.
Yes, Mika Brzezinski, who is very good friends with Joe, his wife even.
Yes.
Yes. She has a wonderful, wonderful platform where she empowers women. And there was a seminar where she was speaking.
Right.
And we were the musical guests, myself and
Nice.
another woman, Roz Brown. And we got to meet Kamala.
Nice.
And this was before she was the vice president.
Yes.
But she's always been such an empowerment, such an such a force of empowerment for women.
Right.
Finally, my tongue is working.
No, I know what you meant.
She was at that concert. She was at that conference.
Bobby, what's the next pictures? Go ahead, keep going, because I know we have.
Oh my goodness!
Look how gorgeous!
Thank you.
Oh, you look like Leontine Price there.
Well, I was portraying Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and
now
Grill.
I see that.
I got
yes.
to do Lady Day, and you talk about Teresa. You talk about one of the
Beautiful.
scariest,
Beautiful.
most rewarding things in my life because it's a one-woman show, and I just have my band, orchestra, trio.
When you up there alone without anybody else, it's
the only person that joined me.
It's a different feeling.
I had my little dog. My little dog came, and one day I will just say he got a little nervous.
Oh,
but the show must go on. The show must go on. One day
he left his mark.
Come back, and we had to send him off stage. But
what's next, Bobby? What else you got?
Oh my goodness, that's from Piano Lesson.
That's from Piano
That's
Lesson.
When I was Bernice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
Bernice.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Law and Order.
That's Law and Order.
Yes, it is.
The guy who played my son is now part of the Marvel universe.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
I
You
just
know about
requested him. I'm gonna try to get him on my show.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's
It will
amazing.
be virtual because he lives in LA.
He lives in LA
Yes.
now. He's amazing.
Oh, and there you are with Steve.
Oh my God, he was just
Steve
the
Schirriper.
sweetest. Just so sweet.
I'm trying to get him
sweet.
on my show too. He reads everything. He doesn't answer me. But you played a detective.
I played Carrie Eubanks,
yes.
and you
Are
know
they going to bring you
there was
back?
Please,
please bring her back.
Write
Please,
letters.
please
bring
her back.
Detective Carrie
And she
Eubanks.
needs an Italian partner.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she
does.
does.
Please write your letters.
She
now.
does, yeah, she needs-
But it
yeah.
was a great gig. Great gig. And and Steve had an old case that he didn't, that could have gone a different way. So I was there to let him know. The evidence says this. So just letting you know, Sergeant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Listen, it's exciting. It's exciting. How many days did you shoot with Steve?
It was one and done.
Really?
I see you found another picture.
Okay, now that is part
That's
of
Kristen.
that's
Kristen
part of
Chenoweth.
yes, that is part of because you like to give back. Now is that part of the
That's part of Broadway Inspirational Voices.
Yes, I have it. Broadway Inspirational. It was founded in 1999 by Michael
McElroy.
McElroy. McElroy.
Yes.
And of course, that's Kristen Chenoweth.
That's Kristen Chenoweth,
And
one of the sweetest
that is
people
something
ever.
is that done yearly? Is that a yearly thing that happens?
We are an ongoing choir. We're a 501c, so we have an ongoing project that we help children. We help different organizations,
Yes.
the Covenant House,
Yes.
different school children throughout New York, Mosaic Prep,
Right.
other school
Because I know
kids.
you love giving back, and
We
also
love
City
giving
Kids
back.
was another thing you were
City
involved
Kids
with
was
also.
another, with Malik Yoba, Lisa Carson. That was another organization where I've always been an advocate of helping others. I feel that we are blessed,
Yes,
that's that word
yes,
again,
yeah.
so that we can pass on the blessing to
It's
other
true.
people. So
Very
whenever
true.
I'm in a position that I can help anyone, I'm going to do that. And
Yeah.
that's daily. That's daily,
Yeah,
Teresa.
yeah.
So,
no,
yeah.
totally. Well, daily. Speaking of that, daily. I gotta take my last break.
Okay,
I gotta take my
sure.
last break. So stay right there. Don't go away.
We'll be
We'll be right back.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrow.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrow.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Teresa Farrow.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrow.
Doc, who's your favorite Guinea?
Teresa Farrow.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrow.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I'm with Tanesha Gary. She is an actor, she's a singer. She looks familiar, you've probably seen her. You've probably seen her on Law and Order or Blue Bloods, or maybe you saw her in a show. The woman sings, she acts, she's amazing. And I'm glad God put you in my path, and we met at Dave's party.
Absolutely.
Because there are no accidents in life. That's how I
agree.
feel. Everything happens for a reason. And I want everyone to know how they find you. So I know you're on Instagram and you are on Facebook. So let everyone know how they can
I'm
find
on.
you there.
I'm not on there all the time, but I try. But Instagram and Facebook, it's at Tanesha _ Gary.
Right.
Gary.
Right.
And even Twitter, which I don't really do.
I don't tweet. I'm
Okay,
not a tweeter,
good.
Twitter.
But I like Instagram because I like that you can see all the pictures and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. That's a
Yeah.
good thing. Yeah.
So, you talked about this ongoing thing that you do on Fridays at 2 o'clock.
Absolutely.
And what else do you have going on like now? What do you have in the works? I mean, I know we're really talking about February 4th.
Okay.
Because that's a huge show. It's a fabulous show. You're doing Aretha Franklin. Dave Revels is going to be there with the Persuasions. It is Saturday, 8 o'clock, Argyle Theater. And I
February
think-
4th.
Yeah, and you could go, I'm sure argyletheater.org argyle.org.com. Just go to Argyle Theater, Google it, get your tickets.
It's in Babylon.
It's in Babylon.
Long
Like I said, it's a
Island.
great. First of all, it's a great show, but it's a great show because it is in the month of love. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So, girl, tell me where you get your costumes from and your gowns because I was salivating over some of them. I was
You know
like,
what?
"This is beautiful." And how do you know what to wear for
I have
these
a
shows?
You
You do?
And guess what his name is? Dave Rebels. Yes, Dave Rebels. Dave Rebels has.
Dave takes you shopping.
Yes, he does.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make a phone call and he's
Have
gonna
him, if you go on a shopping excursion with Dave, you
Okay.
will walk out. And the thing is, we're trying on gowns. We're trying to figure out. Dave is like, no, that color goes with that. This goes with this. This goes with your skin. Try that one and try that one.
That's great.
And put that and let me see. And you walk out and you're like, well, he knew.
He does. Well,
He
I have
knew.
an arsenal of gowns, so I guess I would have to he'd have to come over. I just have to give him a little.
Not only that, he's my stylist, but
Yes.
his daughter,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
is also like a fashionista.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's ever any like alteration or there's a hem out of place or she might add another jewel,
Yeah.
it's a family affair.
That I wish I knew. I knew how to do.
It is a family
I can sew
affair.
a button. That's about it.
I
And maybe
can
a
maybe
loose
sew a
hem.
button. Yeah, I can't do any of it. So
yeah.
without those,
and I'm vertically challenged at 5'2", so like
Okay.
everything has to be hemmed.
But the thing is, you're so beautiful in one little
thank
small
you.
package. It's a petite bundle of joy.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
it. That's it.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I
appreciate it.
I do also do. We talked about the podcast, but I do
Yes.
voiceover work.
You do, yes.
So look, you might hear my voice
Well,
like
that's
on a
what you
commercial.
do in the animation.
Sometimes I play a nurse in commercials.
Nice.
We had a long-running thing with United Healthcare
Uh-huh.
where I say happy early retirement in advance. And so those are kind of things, but I am so blessed. I never know what the next adventure is going to take me to.
Right.
So
is there anything that you haven't done that you really want to do?
oh my goodness. I would say, even though I've done television, I've done film, I would love, let's manifest, I would love to do a series regular on a television show.
Girl, I am there with you. I
Give me-
put it out into
Girl,
the universe.
A series regular
Yes.
on a television
Yes.
show. That is, I want to manifest that
Yes.
into the world.
Yes.
Pray with me
Yes.
out there. A series regular on a television
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally. Yeah.
And it's coming. I'm gonna just.
It
I'm
is.
gonna
Yeah,
manifest
it is. It
It's-
is. It
it's
is. That's
God's
like
grace.
because look. Like I said, it's a fickle industry, and a lot of my friends support it. My family, kind of, sort of, and every now and then my mom's like, you're going to get a real job. And I said, no.
No,
I said,
this is a real
This is
job.
what I'm doing. This
Yeah.
is what I'm doing. I said, and, it's not a matter of, I know it's happening.
Okay.
But I need to get to that next level. Like, I need an agent. I need my SAG card. I need to get on Law and Order to shut my daughter up. So
Oh,
I need
yes.
that. I need that. Even if it's a 5 and under. I don't
Okay.
care what it is. I don't care. Just to shut her up. But
I will tell her, though.
But the point is that that's what I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting the next step, the next level, and anything else that comes my way.
Absolutely. And let your daughter know it took me 15 years to get on Law and Order.
Right.
15 years of
Yeah.
auditioning, but never
Yes.
giving up.
Yes.
And finally, and the thing is,
A friend of mine was on it 3 times. And
Really?
yeah,
What kind of part?
David played a director. I think in
Okay.
one part he played a director, and another part he played a bad guy. Who's
Okay.
getting interrogated.
What's his last name? Not Fierro.
David. Oh my God, I'm totally having.
Because
a
I have
brain
another
fart right
friend,
now.
another David.
Deblinger. David Deblinger.
Okay, okay.
Please forgive me. It's been a long day.
David, you already know.
David's great. David's fantastic. I'm hoping to have him on my show. He did the first commercial for
You know how it is.
for the park in New Jersey. Hello.
Oh, the
Great
American
Adventure.
Dream?
Great Adventure.
Oh, okay.
He did his first commercial was for Great Adventure. He's sitting at a table eating breakfast.
Okay.
And the next thing you know, the chair pulls away, and the chair is the roller coaster.
And now okay.
Yeah.
There's another park in Jersey called the American Dream or something. I thought you were going to mention.
No, Great Adventure. It was Great Adventure commercial.
Absolutely.
My brain
But
is
you
shot.
will get there. You've always been an actor. Look at this beautiful show. You're celebrating 5
Thank you.
years.
It's going.
right?
Yeah, it's 4 years next month, Bobby. 4 years next month right here at
Okay.
Strong Island Television, and I did another year at another station before that. So in August, I'll be doing it 5 years. But next month, 4 years here in beautiful Paradise Studios.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well, Mariska
crazy.
Hargitay, we both need to be back. We both need to be back.
I love
on
all.
Law-
I love all
on
the
Law and
Law
Order.
and Orders. I love all three of them.
I know.
I love all three
What's
of them.
the newest one?
Is,
Her partner came
Organized
back.
Crime.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's with.
I'm classic.
That's with Mr.
and,
Maloney.
And SUV. SVU. SVU.
Special Victims Unit.
SVU.
Yeah. Dun dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my daughter's like, I had sent in. This is really quick. I sent in a really good audition for Discovery ID Network.
Okay.
And here's the crazy. It's a very bittersweet story. I got the part.
Yeah.
And then I lost the part. Ask me how.
COVID.
I did not answer their email fast enough to see if I could get COVID tested the next day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was doing a
Are
tarantella
you
in my
serious?
living room, doing a tarantella going, I got it, I got
Yeah.
it, this is TV, this is TV, maybe it'll shut my daughter up.
Right.
And then I saw what time they emailed me, and I did an interview
Ay, ay, ay.
And by the time I saw it, I was like,
Finished.
I was like, I can get COVID tested tomorrow. I was
Right.
doing an interview. I'm available. Here's my cell number. And
Ay, ay.
they probably got someone else because you know how fast this works.
I tell you what, I did when Tamron Hall was coming back for her season.
Love her.
Her second season.
Yes.
I did a commercial for her.
Okay,
So it was
okay.
like last year we
Yeah,
shot it.
yeah.
During COVID, we had to go get tested. We had to go to her studio to get tested. Well, the person, the technician, messed up my test, and so I had to then go back the next day. If the shoot had not been 2 days out, I would have been
Oh, you
pulled from the
would've- oh,
commercial.
absolutely.
And it was a fantastic. It was a
absolutely.
promo. You can probably look it up online.
Look
if
it
you go
up.
to Tamron Hall, and it's a beautiful promo. And we're all through Central Park, and it's thank you for being a friend. but it's like an updated version.
Yeah.
And it would because of the COVID
Well,
testing.
I have to go Thursday to get tested for
Yay.
Succession on Friday. I'm going
Okay.
back. But
Okay.
but and then I have to say, I looked up and I said, you have another plan.
You know what?
I can't
Teresa,
dwell on it
you
and get
can't.
sick over
I'm
it.
going through something just now with something I thought I was going to do and it didn't work out, and I'm not even going to talk about it.
No.
But what I'm saying is, and my mother just sent me a quote that said, sometimes when the door closes, it's because what was behind the other door might have been harmful. Don't keep knocking on the door.
Right.
Walk to the window
Right,
that's
right,
going to
right,
open.
right.
Because not everything, and we have to, as people.
Because no matter what we plan, Tanesha,
God
we are
bless.
not
We
behind
make
the
plans.
steering wheel. We
No.
are not behind the
No.
steering wheel. I say that all the time.
But thank you for what you just said. What is for you is for you. Sometimes it's just a learning, a stepping stone to get to the next
Yes.
thing. We can't question
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
But we have to give it to God's hand,
We
or
do.
whoever you
That's it.
honor.
That's
we have to give it to God.
I say, do what you want with it, because I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
And so that Discovery ID that didn't happen is going to turn into the Law and Order that does.
Maybe.
We're manifesting.
Maybe. We're manifesting. 2023. 2023.
Woohoo! And speaking of 2023, make sure you come see this show.
Yes.
February 4th, 2023.
Yes.
This organization.
Bobby, did you put up that flyer? Please put it up again. That way everyone sees it.
Yeah.
I want everyone to see the flyer, know that they can come see you, Dave. Look at that wonderful
Soul
flyer.
of America,
Oh,
the Persuasions,
it's
the
great.
Uptown Horns
Yes,
are going to be there.
yes.
And the Uptown Horns are legendary.
I love horns.
They
I love
played with
horns.
everybody from James Brown to the people on
Really?
Motown, the
Wow.
Uptown
That's
Horns.
no joke.
No joke.
No
Yeah.
joke. But I love that type of music. I love all kinds of music, but I love Motown.
Motown
Always
is
have.
it's soothing. It soothes the
It
soul.
is.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, Tanesha Gary on Facebook, Tanesha_Gary on Instagram. Check her out. Go to IMDb. Watch her reel. It's all her commercials and everything she's done. I got a kick out of it. I love your voice. You have an
Thank you.
incredible voice.
Thank you so
You really
much.
do. And
I'm honored. I'm honored and I'm blessed, and I don't take that for granted. So
Yeah.
whenever I can share the gift that God has given me,
Yeah.
it comes back tenfold.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday.
Saturday, February 4th, Argyle Theater. You have to see her. You have to see her. All right, listen. All right, we have to wrap up. I want to thank everyone for watching my show, supporting me, loving on me. Listen, tell everyone you love them.
Absolutely.
And I will see you next week.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ciao, everybody.